Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Hunley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for February 13th to 27th. First of all, I want to talk about the heavy precipitation that will be occurring across the southeast Tennessee Valley. This is the observed precipitation for the last 30 days. And this is the GFS forecast model for coming up. Couple of events that will be occurring, especially over the weekend, and this is the heaviest rain that will be falling. Now, this is in 6-hour precipitation, so we go forward in time. And you can see where the heaviest rain is occurring, right where they don't need it. This is a very serious situation shaping up, and I'm going to get into that. Okay, first of all, I want to talk about that's an accident. That's a mistake. First, I want to talk about the pattern. I don't know if you can see this. The PNA is forecast to remain negative for nearly 2 weeks. The strong upper level ridge expected to dominate the Caribbean and the Gulf Coast. And that's what we're seeing in the models here. We'll go to the models. And you can see we have a ridge here and a ridge here. And this, along with a re-strengthening positive EPO, upper level trough over Alaska, you can see right here on the map, will lead to Pacific westerlies through the northern U.S. Temperatures are expected to continue above normal for the first 2 weeks, from the eastern plains to the east, and recently developed negative EPO ridge over Alaska and the Yukon has opened the door for a few bitter cold shots that will be steered south into the northern plains, Great Lakes, Midwest, and the Northeast, mainly during the upcoming week and to early next week. However, with the positive NAO signaling an unblocked and progressive flow pattern, the shots of Arctic air should not last very long. Okay, with that in mind, we're going to look at the period for February 13th to 17th. And you can see what I'm talking about here. The flow remains unchanged. Eastern Pacific Ridge, Caribbean Ridge, and above normal heights across the east. A trough with below normal heights forecast from the high latitudes. This has been occurring like almost all winter across here, but the trough extends southwest into western states. And so during this period, we will have a series of Pacific systems that will move into the northwest and spread rain and mountain snows east and southeast across the west. And then we're going to have a system tracking through the northeast. This system right here, this is the GFS. Through the northeast. On Thursday, we'll spread some wintry precipitation to areas from the central Great Lakes into New England. Meaningful snow accumulations are possible, but the fast motion of the storm could be a limiting factor for amounts. And then at the wake of the system, expect a brief period of cold and windy conditions that will produce some lake effect snow. And there'll be increased chance for precipitation east as a system tracks out of the west. The highest precipitation again is for the lower Mississippi Valley and the Tennessee Valley. And we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at the GFS. And you can see heavy rain here, current right here. This is the GFS. Keep reminding you of that. And also reminding myself what I'm looking at. Okay, we're going to look now for the period for February 18th to 22nd. And little changes expected this period. Ridge is forecast over the eastern Pacific and the Caribbean, a trough below normal heights over the high latitudes into the west. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees below normal, above normal temperatures here, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees above normal. For precipitation, forecasting below normal precipitation here for much of the nation, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. Okay, looking at the period for February 23rd to the 27th, most of the models here are showing a flatter flow compared to the previous period with above normal heights. However, the European ensembles keeps the ridge in place here. Keeps the ridge in place here and the trough in this area. But if we look at the European ensembles, it's also depicted here, the ensemble means, and that's showing a flatter flow at near to above normal heights. So with that in mind, I am forecasting for this period. Let me get to the map. Forecasting below normal temperatures here, and I'm forecasting numbers of 4 to 6 degrees below normal, above normal temperatures for this area, with 4 to 6 degrees below normal. For precipitation, the change in this period for the precipitation forecast is for the removal of above normal precipitation for this region to below normal, and that has a 30%. It's a low probability of precipitation, below normal precipitation for this region. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for February 13th to 27th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.